104.1 KRBE. Let's get started. It's the Roula and Ryan Show.
Wake up, fool!
Hey, wake up!
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Right here.
Featuring Eric.
Eric, he is a bad, bad man.
Special K.
The big red K.
Are you threatening me?
I'm waiting for you.
And Sam.
I am a wuss! I am a wuss!
You've waited long enough. How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula. And
Ding dong.
Ryan. 104.1 KRBE.
Good morning, Houston, Texas. It's Tuesday, July 16th of 2024 at 6:01 a.m. It's Roula and Eric and Kevin.
Hey.
I think Ryan's alarm went a little to the snoozy
I
side.
called him, left a message, and then I texted him.
I also texted him. I was like, hey, man, you awake?
I'm not sure. Did he ever get his power back?
I don't
think so.
I got mine yesterday when I got home from the show. The linemen were in my driveway. And I was like, hallelujah! So I got my power back yesterday around noon. I was pretty excited.
That's a good feeling.
So maybe he got his power back
feeling.
and
It's a cool feeling.
I don't know.
Call back.
Yeah.
90s called.
Yeah. Everyone has a day where they just oversleep. So I'm sure he'll just come on in. Yeah, that panic that you have.
Oh, that's the worst. It throws your whole day off.
It does throw your whole
Anyone
day
can
off.
relate to that. Any job.
Oh, gosh.
Especially if you're listening to us now, that means you most likely are probably going to work early like us.
Right. And, this never leaves you, especially when you do radio. I was a little young pump in radio here at KRBE working the overnights. I would have these nightmares while I slept about being here and hitting the buttons and nothing would happen. And I'd be hitting every button and it's just silence. We call it dead air in radio. I'm like, oh my God. And I tried and put every element I could to just make noise on the air.
You having
And it
those
was
cards?
like nothing. Yes, and it was like just like monkey noises and zoo animals. I was like, what is happening? Where's the music? I don't know what's happening. It's like you have anxiety about your job. Or back when I used to wait tables, I used to have nightmares about missing like extra cocktail sauce in the to-go order they asked for. Like it would drive me crazy.
I wish
because
people-
nothing makes me crazier than getting the wrong order as a
People just
customer.
don't care. Or I hate when you order extra. Like
And then they don't give it to you.
a month ago, I went to that pizza place,
Yes.
delivery, and then I said, extra marinara sauce. Didn't even get any sauce.
Oh, that's the worst. See, these are the kinds of things that kept me up at night. I had like nightmares like, oh no, I forgot the remoulade sauce. Like, it's like you're so invested in your job that it follows you when you're trying to sleep.
Now, you're a night person.
Yes, I 100%
Kevin,
am a night person.
are you a morning person? Or are you more of a night? You used to be night.
I used to be a night person spinning, but I find myself falling asleep around 10:30 p.m. now. So I guess, I'm waking up at like 7 a.m. and like can't fall back to sleep.
See, my problem is I'm not a morning person or a night person. I'm a
Midday person?
10 to
What?
7. I really like that. That's my
10 a.m. to 7 p.m.?
yeah.
Like, that's
my
usually a
good
living
time.
person. You're just like daytime guy.
But I don't like because I'd rather go to bed at 10:30, around 10:30,
Okay.
and I'd rather on weekends I like to sleep in till
Oh, yeah, it's
like
the best.
9:30, 10. I'd probably go to 11 if I could.
You know, we got to bring back Eric speaking of that.
I love sleeping.
Yeah, because I always joke about this. If sleeping was an Olympic sport, I'm a gold medalist.
Oh yeah, we got to bring that back. Yes.
Bring that back.
We've been doing that for 21
if
years.
Blank was an Olympic sport. What are you winning the gold medal in?
That's coming back. When's
Yeah.
that start? 2 weeks?
I believe
What is
so,
today?
yeah. The Parisian Olympics.
The day before
Olympics
Kevin's
of
birthday.
bodies.
That's all I know. The countdown.
Oh, baby!
Yeah.
It's gonna be your birthday tomorrow.
your mouth.
You know, in some cultures, the person having the birthday has to treat everyone else. So, what are you gonna bring us tomorrow?
I don't know what culture that is.
Yeah. Friday, July 26th is when the Olympics in Paris start. They go from Friday, July 26th to Sunday, August 11th. So definitely.
do
So
that.
what are we deeming you? You're not morning, you're not night, you're just daytime guy.
Just lazy, I guess. But I don't take naps like Kevin takes a nap in the afternoon.
I wish I could. I can't. I don't have time.
If I'm afraid if I take a nap, I'll,
Recharge.
but is it a nap or is it like do you sleep for more than an hour?
Yeah, about an hour and a half.
That's
That's
not really
amazing.
a
I
nap.
love it so much.
That's
What time
like
do you wake
sleep.
up on
What
a
do you
weekend?
I thought a nap's like 30 minutes.
No. I mean, it's
Like my
supposed
dad
to
would
be.
work on the farm and he'd go, we have lunch at 12 and then like 12:40 to 1 o'clock you take a 20-minute nap.
Yeah, I take a nap about the same
a power
time.
nap.
It's a little longer.
Listen, they always say like a power nap is supposed to like do you just fine, but I like to like, hibernate for a couple hours. And then when you wake up on Saturdays, like what average time is it? 9, 10, 8.
Probably 9:30.
How about you, Kev?
Lucky you.
Could be 10.
It's like 7:30, and I can't
And you
fall
go
back
to
asleep.
You're kidding.
No, because of this job.
Wow, no. I can wake up at 5 or 4, look at the clock, see what time it is. No, it's too early. Go right back to bed. Then I wake up around 7 or 8. I'm like, nope, not yet. Then 9:30, depending on what I hear. Yeah, I do have room darkening curtains. And then 9:30, depending on what's going on, yes, I'll wake up. But if I decide to turn over at 9:30, it's over. I will sleep till 11:30. Maybe 12 if the kids are like, Mommy, it's lunchtime.
Oh, you're like, oh, great. My whole life, though, I grew up, like I said, in Illinois on a farm. So I was getting up at 5:30 working. Summertimes were the worst. Everyone else loved it.
Oh,
all my friends were city kids. Early. And I was like, I had to work every day. And then I interned in college, and I'd get up at 3 in the morning to take the L to John Hancock building and where I'd get up an hour and a half earlier than I do now.
Wow. That's amazing.
So I did that ruined. So my whole life I've been getting up early. I just want to sleep.
Well, when the kids were really young, for parents of the younglings, yeah, that didn't work out for me that I would sleep that late. But now that they're in those middle ages, they can take care of themselves and pour a bowl of cereal and watch some, video about something. My kid has been learning some cutesy things. You're like, don't be on the iPad so long. When I was a child, my parents were always like, don't watch so much television. I was always watching television, so I'm a well of useless knowledge from all the TV I watched when I was a kid. So I feel like it's kind of repeating, but it's on YouTube or Shorts or whatever it is they're watching, Eric, that they're learning. They're learning things that we would not like. My kids don't have TikTok, but TikTok basically is being emulated on every platform.
Yeah, like Ava that hangs out with your kids. They love YouTube.
Or like even Pinterest
stuff. There's something, what's it called that they're selling on?
Depop or...
Depop? Kev, have you heard of that one?
Depop? It's like a resale site, like a Poshmark.
No. Wait, does it have dude stuff?
I don't know. It's supposed to be.
My kids selling.
They tried to get on Poshmark, and then some weirdo sent them an email asking questions about. They just felt like the vibes were wrong, so they shut it down and went to this other website. But I told my daughter, if somebody says they want to buy your shirt, then you have to send it to them.
Yeah, I know. Like, oh look, I got an offer. You have to send it now.
This person in Atlanta, Georgia, wants to buy my tank top. I'm like, okay, now what's the plan? How are we going to get the money, and where's the label?
I like that they're thinking about money and how to make money.
Yeah, so if somebody knows about Depop, Depop, I believe it is, text us at 37530.
Is it legit?
Tell us how that works.
I looked at it. It seemed legit.
Yeah. This texter says, I'm up by 7, even on the weekends if I'm lucky, and I turn over on my side. I can make it to 8:30, but after that, my back starts to hurt.
It's bad when you lay there too long and your back hurts on a bed.
You're like, it hurts from sleeping. Another texter says, my husband does 10 to 20 minute naps. Maybe if he's lucky, 30 minutes. My naps, 1 to 3 hours, LOL.
And I don't feel guilty.
Yesterday, I did about a 15-minute nap at my sister's place. My family restaurant, Christie's, was closed on Mondays. So my kids went to go
sleeping in a
home.
restaurant?
No. I went to my sister's place because they're closed on Monday. She wasn't working. So I went over to her place with my girls after I picked them up from your house, Eric, because they had a sleepover. And I said, okay, if y'all want to go to lunch with Tia Maria, then I'll take y'all over there. And then I'm going to go home. And I really was desperate to nap, desperate. And my sister's been telling me she bought this really expensive bed that kills her. She just hates it.
Oh,
the
lucky
worst.
you.
When you have an expensive bed and you're thinking, oh my God, this is not working out. And I don't know where she bought it from. I don't know what kind of bed it is. Don't ask me those kinds of questions, but I don't know what the 60 sleeps and return it. I don't know. So she's like, I'm going to give you this queen size bed. You probably could use it more than me.
Like, what do I want if it hurts you?
Well, I laid down on it and I passed out for like 15 minutes. When I opened my eyes, she had closed the door. She had put the curtain down or whatever, the blinds. And I was like, well, I didn't mean to sleep here for like 2 hours. I got to get out of here. So I left and they did their thing. And I was like, I think your bed's just fine, but can you really judge a bed from 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, no. You need the whole night's sleep
to
so you know if you get either, bed sores, backaches. Bed sores.
Bed sores.
Hey, it's a thing. It could happen. If it's a real bad bed, you could probably get a bed sore.
In the making, bed sores.
Don't you have to stay in the bed for like a week?
Well, if you're, for instance, when I stayed over far off relatives' spot in Ohio, it did take the entire week for me to realize that, God, I've got a bed sore on my... my backbone,
Oh, man.
Oh, you know that bone right above your butt?
Yeah, where our tail should be.
Tailbone.
Tailbone, that one.
Well, I do know that from trying to find a Tempur-Pedic bed, they tell you have to have the Tempur 10 or something like that, like the 10 Temp. When you're in the store, it's awkward to lay down in beds. But the guy at the Tempur-Pedic mattress stuff. Shout out to
I think we
Charles.
need to,
I was like, you got to lay down at least 10 minutes so you can really know how your body sinks.
We
into
should
this
send a
thing.
mod to test out beds. You can do a mod on the streets. Remember we used to do that?
It's a mod taking a nap.
Yeah, we have. Do
And then
that.
he falls asleep for an
Mom,
hour
we're
and a
going to
half.
send you out to.
And they call the cops and they say this
What
man
am I
fell asleep.
doing?
You need to test out beds, but then you need to say, my wife really, we love to spoon. So could you come over here and pretend to be her? The spoon with them.
That would be hilarious.
How bad do they want that sale?
That would actually be
we tried that
hilarious.
when our show first started years ago, Ahmad, and it was intern Super Dave who did it, and he was very successful.
He was 6'5", 350 pounds.
Right.
Oh.
But I
320.
don't know, in today's world where everyone's like, don't touch me, get away from me, I'm not getting over there with you, if it would succeed, but you could try it. Let's
Maybe
just
I
see.
could try.
We could make our bets.
Great
Will
with the
it work?
ladies.
Yeah, try it.
But a lot of times it's a man in a mattress store.
Oh, I'm great with the men too.
I'm just saying, like, let's see how that works out. But anyway, we're talking about mattresses and bedtime because we think Ryan's overslept. So we'll just wait and see what time he rolls over, panics,
we
and
should do
says,
that.
holy crap.
If he's not here by 6:30, Ahmad, we're going to send you
To his house.
a knock on
Which
the-
house?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, which one he at? Well, if
Yeah.
I go to the other one, she might.
Oh!
Get shot.
The Jersey Village house has had power. It was his fiance's house that did not have power.
So that's where he's at.
But that's where he's been staying, in the house with no power versus the house with power. But either way, his phone was charged.
Oh, man.
Okay, we'll just wait and see.
We'll find him.
Remember that one time Phoenix didn't come to work for like an hour and a half? And it was because he was like,
Oh, yeah, we were real worried.
super deep asleep. Super deep asleep.
The one time Roula didn't come because she was locked in
man.
between her.
Oh my God, between the patio and the gate to the car, that was the worst.
Did we have to send Kevin and Phoenix in a ladder?
with an office chair to try and get me. For those that don't know, if you live in a townhome that has, or any kind of house that has the door handle will lock from the inside of the house. And then as soon as I closed the door, I realized, oh my God, my keys are inside. And the door handle was locked. And then I was stuck between the patio
You had your phone
door. And then where my car was, I was just stuck in that patio. And I had my phone and I called the gang. I was like, guys, I'm stuck in my patio. I climbed over the fence. Oh man, did not look
Did they have to
pretty.
climb and help push you up?
No, there was a little cooler on my patio, thank God. And then the neighbors next door that I wasn't too excited about came in clutch that one time. One time. The one time they wake up to smoke and drink, it worked out for me.
At 4 in the morning.
The one time. Okay, coming up next, another epic fail when it comes to singing the national anthem. What the heck happened?
Fergie's like, yes,
I
I'm
know,
off
Fergie,
the hook.
like, they're finally going to stop replaying my terrible stuff at the NBA All-Star Game. Now we have the MLB All-Star Game.
Oh, God.
What was so terrible about it? Well, you just hold on there, Hotfoot, and we're going to let you hear the audio. It looks like it's going to be all sunshine all day, super hot, high of 96. It's going to feel much hotter, just a regular Houston July day. It's the Roula and Ryan Show. We'll be right back with Scoop on 104.1 KRBE.
Big screen to the big house.
Roula and Ryan Celebrity Scoop.
104.1 KRBE.
It is brought to you by Taquerias Arandas. And, well, gosh, we're going to cover a whole gamut full of things. Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes apparently are back on again, in case you're keeping those notes. All right, let's put that, check the box. Yesterday on...
They're at the game, right?
Yeah, and social media yesterday, what was the thing that I saw?
The soccer game.
Oh, people are up in arms. Do any of y'all follow People Magazine on Instagram by chance?
No.
Okay.
Wait, actually, I do. They post
pee?
quirky
What?
things. Sorry,
Okay.
they post quirky things.
I'm like, what?
People are up in arms over the way People Magazine trolls with their headlines. Like, they absolutely do clickbait headlines.
Well, you have to nowadays.
You have to, right? And so praise the people in the comments, because you go straight to the comments for the person that does not want a link in the bio. They are just going to give you the story. And the headline yesterday was Taylor Swift's reaction to Patrick Mahomes and Brittany Mahomes announcing they're having a baby. And then you go straight to the comment, and the first comment is, she just liked it. There, saved you a click.
So I love that. Yeah,
And
I
then
love
I was
when they do
thinking,
that.
there's no way that's just it. And the next comment, what the hell? She just hit like. Who cares? And the next person was like, seriously, people, do better. Do better, people. It used to be so interesting. And I'm just like, it's true.
Their algorithms show that Taylor Swift is huge, obviously, and they want this.
Any
People love
development.
weddings. They love babies. They love this. What a bunch of crap.
Right. The MLB All-Star Game is happening right now at
Arlington.
Arlington
Globe Life.
Rangers
what is it?
house.
Globe Life Field. Is that insurance?
it's just the Arlington
Globe Life
Rangers
Field.
house.
Is that insurance? Globe
Globe Life. I
Global
believe,
Life.
yeah.
Globe
Met-
Life.
field with whatever.
Some
All
of
I
these names
know
are
is that
terrible.
when I went there for a game years and years and years ago before didn't they just recently renovate it?
No, they still have the one that you went to for the playoffs.
Okay, yes.
They still have that stadium right next to it.
Oh, okay.
It's a whole new one. They pretty much kind of copied Minute Maid Park, and then they made it look like a big garbage can looking Home Depot.
So they didn't tear down the old stadium.
No, that one's still there. It's nice.
Well, I went to a game
Garbage
there
can.
once, and I had just bought
That's where
a
you choose
St.
the weather.
Arnold's lawnmower for about, I don't know, was it $17?
Damn.
And I was walking through the aisle to get to my seat, and this guy had his hands up, and when they came down, they just knocked my beer right out of my hands all over the floor. And then he just was like, oh.
He didn't
Nope.
offer to.
Did not offer to buy me a new beer.
Not
Obviously, I was
cool.
not hot enough.
That does not sound like somebody from Texas.
And I was so mad. That's my bad memory of Arlington Rangers house. Anyway, Ingrid Andress is a Grammy nominee. She is a country singer-songwriter. She has not had a lot of major hits. Obviously, on KRBE, we wouldn't have played anything of hers yet, even though we do cross over sometimes. Her biggest song, More Hearts Than Mine, peaked about number 30 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Now, did she write? Is that why she's nominated 4 times?
She is a
'Cause
singer-songwriter, yes.
Emphasis on
And she was
songwriter.
she was chosen to sing the national anthem at the Home Run Derby. We've had some pretty epic Hall of Fame national anthem singing. You know, Fergie from the NBA All-Star Game tried to get real, like, jazzy, loungy singer with it. And even Draymond Green was on TV, like, kind of laughing while she's singing because...
I hate when they try and do that. We'll play that up.
When you try and reinterpret.
Amad's going to pull that up in a little bit. We'll play that after we play this.
But here's how it went for her. And at first, I'm kind of thinking Julia Michaels' Issues vibe. Remember Julia Michaels with Issues? I was thinking that was her vibe. But it kind of went the wrong way, and that's all people are
I
talking
remember
about today.
they don't just pick somebody and then go up there. Don't they have to vet? They have to have
Practice.
auditions,
Rehearse.
practice. They hear this. I don't understand. Somebody had to hear her sing this before and think this is good.
Here's part of the performance that everyone's talking about from the Home Run Derby last night.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed.
That's the good part.
Starts to go a little off. Here we go.
Rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
Oh, my God.
Are they booing her?
Yeah.
Who say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? O'er the land of the free.
Wow.
In the home of the brave.
Well,
Put that thing down.
Man.
I feel bad for the players because they're on these giant stars.
yes.
Like
There was
Texas
like
State,
no
Texas.
hiding them. They were being like, it wasn't like they were just standing in a lineup like
Oh,
they do at a regular Astros
I would have
game.
to say that is the worst interpretation I've ever heard of the Star
Did
Spangled
you notice the
Banner.
feedback and stuff? I wonder if that was really
Yeah.
screwing with her.
It sounded
Years.
like
Because you could hear the double.
Okay, you know how cassettes are trying to make a comeback?
I didn't know that.
Well, yeah. Now, hipsters are trying to buy cassettes. They think it's kind of cool to buy. Cassettes never sounded good to begin
No.
with, okay? They never sounded good. When they would get exposed to the heat, they would warble and warp.
Yes,
that is
that's
exactly what that sounds like.
Time to go to the comments. Ready? Here's the
yeah,
meme
that's
of The Rock
bad.
holding up John Cena's hand at wrestling. It says, Fergie passing the torch to Ingrid for worst national anthem of all time.
That is.
Carl Lewis then gets his meme comes up. Move over, Carl Lewis.
Hold
Another
my
one
beer.
is, let's see, what's this one? I knew Ingrid Andress was doomed when they announced her as a 4-time Grammy nominee, but not an actual winner. Another person said,
Oh, man.
off-key vocal
Trolls.
fry exploding like the rocket's red glare.
Yes, the fry. The
I'm
Olivia
telling you,
Rodrigo.
something in her earpiece really screwed with her.
I'm going to guess.
Just they had to practice. They had to know, like, as a producer, you would say, "Can we hear you sing it?"
And there's also
She
there's
couldn't,
also
she couldn't hold the
rehearsal.
notes, though.
There's also rehearsal in the stadium before the actual game.
Do they
happens.
rehearse the Star Spangled Banner, though?
Why
They
wouldn't you?
should.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Hell to the yes.
You
If
said,
I...
the thing about you say it, you know how it is. I say, hey, this is Eric. And then 1,
And he goes,
2, 3.
hey,
this is Eric.
There's like a really weird echo in there.
It's strange talking like that.
It is.
Roula, you
So-
and I, there was one time early on in the show, I forget what gig we were doing, and we came out on stage and there were no monitors, so we could not
Oh,
hear
it was the
what
worst.
we could not
I'm
hear
in
what we
Jingle
were
Jam.
saying.
I think it was our event.
The first Jingle Jam?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the first
Because
Jingle
we
Jam.
wanted,
Yeah.
like when we did the road shows, we're like, we need monitors.
So you can't hear, and that's not somebody being a diva. If you can't hear what you're saying on
Weird.
stage, you don't know what. in the
There's a
world's going on.
song, Let Me Clear My Throat, where he literally says, music in the monitors, please.
Oh, he says that in the song?
Because it's a live recording
Oh, how
of that
funny.
song when they made that song.
Let me clear my
That's
throat.
In Philadelphia, Bahama Bay.
Someone
That's right.
text like Rilla was saying Carl Lewis, but they're like, Carl Lewis is the worst, but he
Yes.
is a unbelievable, awesome athlete. He's not a singer. Like, she's supposed to be a professional singer, so you can't really put him on the same level.
Right.
Like, he
so-
did that just to do it.
When we-
Go Cougs, right? He's the coach of the track team.
Yeah, man, Carl Lewis, Houston proud, right?
Yeah.
And
He's going to the
not a
Olympics.
singer. So even though it wasn't that great, can't really fault the guy. He's not a Grammy.
He's not a 4-time nominee.
anything. So when we come back, we'll go through the rundown. Even Christina Aguilera, who is the best voice ever, messed up the national anthem.
And have you ever thought you'd hear Kermit the Frog singing Gin and Juice?
We've got that
good,
audio
yeah.
that you didn't know you needed in your life, and you're going to get it next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
104.1 KRVE. I love it.
Back to Roula and Ryan.
Okay, so
Fun with audio time here on the Roula
I
and
wanna hear
Ryan
this.
Show. We were just talking about Ingrid Andress going viral now because unfortunately it didn't work out for her last night, singing the national anthem at the Home Run Derby for the MLB All-Star Game. And we thought, well, we can run down some other epic fails when it comes to the national anthem. Carl Lewis, Houston's own Carl Lewis, Olympian Carl Lewis, who is not a singer. I was trying to look up why did they even choose him to sing the national anthem back then. What was the
I think
year?
he just. Oh, it was against it was New Jersey. I remember that. It had to be like 93, 94.
Because I found it on YouTube, but it's not telling me the
Somebody
video that I found on
YouTube.
YouTube isn't telling me the details. But here's the epic of Carl Lewis, who is not a singer, so you can't fault him too much.
No, but he's probably like, and you can tell he's got some good. You know, he can sing.
Yeah.
It's just
he can.
He just hit a
He
few
got
bad
some
notes.
good notes there when he first started out, but then it kind of went haywire.
When he first
Here's-
starts out, I'm like, is he sing? What song is he singing?
It's the most recognizable song on the
Here
planet.
for yourself. This is just
Yeah.
parts. We took parts of the.
Here's
worst parts.
here's Carl Lewis's rendition of the national anthem.
It's up there in the right there in the Vox. Kev, sorry,
Yeah.
I had a mod put it in there. See a
Okay.
bunch of them.
It was definitely an indoor. It looked like a basketball game.
You want to come on?
Uh-oh.
Show me this one.
Come on over.
We have 8-year-old, and then Fergie, and then Scotty.
Oh, it says Scotty, but it's actually Carl. Hit the one that says Scotty.
okay.
It's mislabeled.
Oh,
Was that
Yeah,
Scotty
he-
McCreery who did
Yeah.
that? No Jose.
Yeah. but- I can see how you're thinking, what song is that?
I thought it was Ghost.
Oh, say, can you see? And the rockets, red flag.
Uh-oh.
I'll make up for it now. For the land of the free.
Okay, one of the comments says, the fact that he said, uh-oh, I'll make up for it, though, and then kept singing and still messed up.
Now, I've never heard that beginning before because I thought that he was singing Ghosts. That
I thought he was just doing.
Oh,
Unchained Melody?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh my darling.
And Carl Lewis is a great guy. I met him to rodeo 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I went to do the calf scramble.
yeah, the calf
I was supposed to be
scramblers.
the positive speaker for the group. Mm-hmm. So I waited there all day, and then Carl Lewis comes in. Of course,
You get trapped by him, man, because
hell
he's
out, Eric. He's awesome. He's
Olympian.
a great dude.
gold medalist.
And especially with the Olympics coming on, he's going to be doing. You'll probably see him on KPRC doing stuff
Well,
with him.
now that Ingrid Andress has
We play a little bit of her in
made the
case
news.
people missed it.
Oh, yeah, we can play a little bit of her because we're going to compare her to the Fergie rendition.
Which
so
is
which
worse.
one should take the top?
Do you
the
want
top
it?
spot.
Well, I got to start from the beginning. Never mind.
Yeah, we'll just play her, a little bit of her.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, the bombs bursting
So this is in pain.
through the night.
Oh, God love her.
Oh, that's good enough. That's good.
Okay, so then we go to Fergie.
I think you might be right, though. I can hear like the feedback going through her
That's what I'm
headset.
saying. I feel bad for her. I think that's what happened to her.
I think something was wrong with the audio in her ear.
Because we have a game we used to play where we'd put a headphone on and get a delay on it. Remember, you had to try and read something?
Yes.
And when you start talking, it slaps back. And
When you've
Yes,
got like
yes.
a second delay
you
in your
sound drunk
headset.
and you can't do it. So I think that's what happened to her.
By the way, 33 minutes ago, USAtoday.com posted the 5 worst national anthems in sports history from Ingrid Andress to Fergie to Carl Lewis. We're hitting all 3 right now.
I still think Fergie's number 1.
Fergie was at the NBA All-Star game where the players are standing there swaying to side, hoping she gets through it. And Draymond Green couldn't help but
This hurts my
chuckle.
soul.
Now think about it. Fergie is like this. The girl you just said.
Ingrid Andress.
She's more of a writer, I believe.
Oh, not a singer?
I mean, she
Well,
has like
I mean,
one
she
hit.
is a
One hit.
country
was
singer,
number
yes.
30, but usually in country music, everyone has a top 10 song. Like they're really good
So
about
Fergie
putting
was
out
trying
there.
to go for like the sexy lounge singer vibe of the national anthem.
That is
and
not
that's
a sexy
the direction
song.
you go. But here's hers.
That our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star spangled banner yet wave?
Broadway?
Jazz hands. Jazz hands, everybody.
By the way,
I can't hear
Carl
any more of
Lewis
that.
was singing at the Chicago Bulls versus New Jersey Nets game in
Yes,
1993.
No, it's
That's what I
93?
said. In
That's close. I said
1993.
94.
You were
New Jersey.
close.
I think the best is when they just come up with new words. You know?
Yeah, they just forget.
And they're like, okay. Bunch of bombs in the air.
And here's the thing, like for years since I've had the same computer system in front of me, at some point there was a glitch. Maybe it's been 3 years now. I had like a section of my computer that was like 7 different bad national anthems.
Yep.
And one of them was Scotty McCreery, who I don't remember where he was singing it, but he said "No Jose" instead of "Oh Say Can You See."
Yeah, no Jose.
It's not like he said
can
"No
you see?
Jose." That's disappeared now, and Ahmad was looking for it. We couldn't find it. It's so weird. But you could just go down the
used to
rabbit
have
hole
it.
today, guys. You can go down the rabbit hole today. Now, how about Kermit the Frog?
Oh, yeah. What's this about gin and juice?
That on Instagram, there I ruined it.
Oh, I love that. That is the best one. You want to follow it.
them. They do so many cool things. They can
So
do the AI.
creative.
They can make Johnny Cash sing, contemporary songs, and it's not really Johnny Cash.
Obviously,
it's
it's
AI.
just his
but
No, they have AI, Frank Sinatra, sweat dropping down my,
Yeah.
they do
Or
all that.
They'll take very
the
famous
window.
people's music. Excuse me. They'll even change it into different languages, like French pop hits that we've never heard of. They'll make for Sinatra.
and that's what's going on now. Imagine 10 years from now.
Oh, it's going to
AI
be
is
so unbelievable.
We're going to be amongst a world of holograms.
Yeah, we won't know what's real. It's bad
You
enough
won't.
now.
You
here's,
won't know.
Here's Kermit with
Gin and
Snoop's
juice.
Gin and Juice.
My mind on my money on my mind. Sipping on gin and juice. With so much drama in the LBC, it's hard being Snoop, F-R-O-G-G. Raise off these nuts, 'cause you get none of these. I roll through the frog pond, feel the breeze. It's 2 in the morning, and the party's still jumping, while you mother bounce to this.
See, I think
Rainbow Connection Gin and Juice.
it's so spot on. Like, we're used to a different Kermit voice from when we were kids. And
We had Kermit on the show.
yeah, and he
I
didn't
wanted
sound
to
like
talk
Kermit.
with him. We sang. Remember him? Kermit and I sang over the rainbow. Or
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Rainbow Connection.
Rainbow Connection, yeah. The lovers,
But
the dreamers.
Everyone's like, that's
and
not him.
me.
I go, no, that's the real. It's the new
It's the new Kermit.
Voice of Kermit.
that they use.
See, we're used to the original
Jim Henson that did it?
Henson Kermit, who did Kermit for like 30 years, and then he passed away.
It's like Barney, that dinosaur. There was
yeah.
a couple Barney.
There was 3 different Barneys. There was one Barney who did it for like 20 years.
My sister used to party with the Barney guy at University of Illinois.
Really?
And then they're like, this guy became Barney? He's the voice.
before
He,
he
was
was- okay.
he wasn't in that
He's
suit.
not in the suit. They have a guy in a costume.
He's just the voice. There was something I came across on Instagram yesterday. Who knows what my algorithm is picking up? But it was like when you see like the Muppets, right? Or any like Kermit or any of those. Obviously, it's a person controlling the Muppet, right?
Yep.
And you don't see the person, but it showed a split screen of, I guess it was Fraggle Rock. So they have some movie coming out. I don't know. And it's a scene where they're all like dancing
I
around.
never liked Fraggle Rock.
They're all dancing around, and
That's
the
creepy.
split screen, Kev, is they pull out the scene from the camera and they're showing all the humans underneath them that are making them do all that. And it's just so funny. It was definitely during COVID because they were all wearing masks. And it's just so funny to see all the humans that are controlling all the Muppets doing this giant dance scene.
Because they're up lower. They're
The camera has to be
like
up.
5 feet up.
Yes, because they are standing up at full
Man, I was gonna tell you
stature.
I'll have to think of it in a second. There's something I was going to tell you about. Dang it. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
The Muppet. They take Dirty Dancing. Have you seen that? And that scene at the end when nobody puts baby in the
Nobody
corner.
puts baby,
They
yeah.
do that big dance where they throw him up in the air.
He's holding
That
her
scene.
up, yeah.
But they took that scene and they put it to the Muppets, the beginning of it.
I did not see that.
That song, that's the famous Muppet song. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, yeah.
You've never seen that?
Yeah,
During
it's the Muppets theme that, you know.
And
It's time to...
it's perfect. 'Cause remember the whole group, they're all dancing, they're all hopping up and down.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It matches.
So
How
it
funny.
hits the beat.
Oh, it's
Okay, yesterday we
hilarious.
had a fail on audio, so it's like fun with failed audio. We're going to play this a couple times today because yesterday we had a listener line call about a woman who wonders if she's being a witch for wanting to drop out of her friend's wedding because not only the derecho, but also now Hurricane Beryl has taken out her fence and she needs all this work done and it's so much extra expense she cannot afford to be in her friend's wedding anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of her call, I thought that she had dropped an F-bomb that we all missed. So, do you have the audio of the actual moment?
I have the end of the end of the call.
or of the moment when we all listened to
Yeah, we
the
have it
call?
all. We have it all. Is Ahmad Ahmad had to run somewhere real quick. I don't know if he's here for his apology.
Yes, because Ahmad edited the call, and at the end of the call, I was like, "What? What? We have a button here called the dump button, which
Yes.
means when somebody says a bad word in our show, we hit that button, so that nobody can hear that word." I thought that maybe we had zoned out and just didn't hear her say the F-bomb.
No, you and I looked at each other at the exact same moment.
And then you guys accused, you're like, oh, you guys didn't know?
I was
I'm
like, y'all
I
didn't hear
hear
that? So the actual moment where the woman, I thought she said, times are blanked right now,
That's what it sounded like.
but she did not say that. What did she say? Kevin?
You know, I had to buy a generator for $1,500, and I mean, she's so pissed at me, and I don't know. Am I the B? I can't. Like, times are tough right now.
Times are tough.
Times are tough right now. I thought
Yeah.
she said blank.
Even now, it's in my
It does
ears.
still
It still
sound
sounds
like
like the
it.
bad word. But when we heard it in Studio B after the show, it's definitely she's saying times are tough right now.
Times are tough right now.
Can you slow
Tough.
it down,
Yeah.
Kev? Maybe
Times are tough.
no, slowing
I
it
can,
down.
I can roll.
You can
through
roll.
it
Yeah,
slow.
roll through it. Roll through it.
Okay, hold on.
Ready?
Man, like, times are tough right now.
It's tough. Yeah,
Yeah.
times
Yes.
are tough.
Times
You
are
guys
tough
spanked
right
that
now.
poor kid.
Why?
Ryan was like, went off on, like, I've never done that in 20 years, Ahmad.
You said
tough
that,
right
John?
now.
No, I didn't. I didn't say that.
You did make him feel
Because
bad, though.
there's-
I did not say that, though.
But
Come
you're
on.
ready to.
When we opened the show, we were talking about things that make you sweat like awake. Like, oh my God, shake awake from like the fear of something that you did wrong at work. That's one of those things. You're like, oh my God, did I miss a bad word? So when I said, hit the button, because I
that
thought
part?
that she said
Yeah, that part of
times
the
are
conversation?
blank
I don't
right
have that. I
now.
don't
That was the
have
best
that.
part because you hear, like,
And then there's a pause, and then, Ahmad's eyes are like bugging. Everyone's eyes are bugging.
I
go,
know
hit
that
the
feeling,
button,
though. It
hit
is.
the button.
It's a frustrating feeling when you feel like you've let somebody down. Like you want to do your best. And I'm sorry, Ahmad, if I gave disapproving eyes. I did not say that, but
he was like, I think he was nervous because he wants
Yeah.
to make sure he does well for us.
Well, of
Yeah.
course, anybody,
And
any
he
one of
does.
us, if
He does
we
a
were
great job.
responsible for putting something on our show, we trust each other that it's going to sound right and
then
not have bad words.
The most I felt bad was for that lady that called because then the phones died. Do we even know, do the phones work today? I haven't
Why
even
would
tried
you
them.
I think so.
Do they?
That died. That happened. I'm like, we didn't have help.
I don't know. My phone died and I was late.
Yeah.
For the first time in 17 years, I was late to the Roula and Ryan show because of Beryl. Thank you very much. They say 130,000 people still without power. I'm
You've
one
been
of
late
them.
before. Don't be crazy.
it was a couple times.
Let's not be
We've
crazy.
all been there.
We've all been there.
It's the worst.
It's okay.
Don't you feel behind?
It throws you off
I hate that feeling.
tremendously.
I mean, I was like, when I realized that I was late, I was like, I don't even want to come in.
This is our request line.
What?
Remember how we have 833-390-KRBE?
No,
No, that
do
can't
it
be
again. Do it again.
Let's make sure it works.
Hold on, here we
Do it.
go.
'Cause we got revenge coming up.
I'm on
I hit
speak-
reset.
Okay, I'm on speaker. I'm calling 833-390-5723.
Yes, I'm
It's on
Yeah,
speaker.
it's coming through.
Okay.
I see you.
You see me?
All right.
I see you.
Phones are working today.
Toll-free call. All right, here we go, baby. 833-390-KRBE.
It's
Did you
working.
miss that? We got a new phone number. 833-390-5723. Coming up next, we've got revenge. If somebody messed with you and you got them back, but they don't know you got your payback, that's what we're here for, so we can learn it all. Next on the Roula and Ryan Show.